All right, everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. And today we're going to go through setting up our social media calendar for next week. Monday is Labor Day. We will put something out on Monday because it's a great day. People are not working. They're all going to be on their phone. Monday is a great day to get something out the door, but it is not necessarily the day that we want to be doing it. We're going to do it today. And then we'll also do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for next week and actually get all of this stuff done. So real quickly, before we get into it, Listings to Leads, we have got 100 plus social media lead gen and engagement funnels ready to launch. So over 100 buyer seller lead gen funnels ready to launch. Pre-written daily post ads, video scripts ready to use as well, all completely editable. So there's no more of this wondering, what should I do? Thinking, no, we have it all waiting for you. And this content is specifically designed to update, educate, and fascinate. So we really want to make sure that we're hitting on all cylinders. The analytical mind, the person that's more a feeling person, emotional person, analytical person, we want to hit all of it. And this we have laid out for you in Listings to Leads, a proven daily content calendar and schedule for the entire year. It's absolutely nuts, but if the entire year, for the next 12 months, it's all scheduled out for you. Automated call to actions and everything we do. So it's not like we're going to do something out on the internet or in print or somewhere else and have it just be like this little piece. Everything we do is part of a funnel, bringing people back in with call to actions and lead capture behind it. So we're not here just to mess around. We're here to generate business. And lastly, here we got free and paid options. So there's a place for paid. You got to spend some money, but at the same time, there's a lot of great free things that you can do. And I'm going to share a few things with you that in literally 30 to 60 days could make you a household name in your area amongst homeowners. And that last slide here before we get into it, Leo, this guy, 60 years old, we're talking to him about something about a month ago. And at the end of the call, right before we got off, he said, "Oh, by the way, Scott, I've been using those video scripts of yours after looking at them for months and months and not doing anything with them, because I started using them 3 or 4 months ago and I am blowing it out of the water." He's getting 1,000 views, I believe it was, on most of his stuff, most of his videos. Some of them he was getting 10,000. And he said his highest performing ones, he didn't tell me how many of them there were, but more than a couple, 15 to 16,000 views. So get into this stuff. It's so powerful. Start slow, stay consistent. The top thing right there, personalities over brands. Quirky converts. Whatever little idiosyncrasy you may have, whatever thing that you might be a little bit self-conscious about, don't worry about that nobody cares about that. All they care about is you showing up on a daily basis with something interesting to say that can add value or at least be interesting. In the beginning, no one's ever going to see your posts or videos. That's absolutely awesome, because that way, as you are getting better and improving your content, more and more people will see it. And you're only going to get better. You're only going to get the audience if you actually do this stuff. So again, we got it all laid out for you. There's nothing you need to really think about. You just need to do it, be conscious while you're doing it, and react appropriately as people start coming in and engaging with it. And again, this is one of the best ways to build know and trust. And I always put the quote around, because I don't want you to worry about being liked. I want you to worry about getting known, which means producing content on a daily basis. As much, start slow, but working up to it. And with good information, you're going to build trust. And from there, you'll get the business. And lastly here, consistency. It is consistency that moves people from the click to the conversation to the conversion. If you're going to show up like a part-time agent, you're going to get part-time results. So the first part of this content we're going to talk about today will be update and educate. In Listings to Leads, when you click the training tab on the top left-hand side, you'll see there's the month of August, the month of September, and the last week of August, first week of September there is marketing a listing the PDF guide, The Secret to Buying a Home in Any Season. This is a great PDF guide, one of the top performing guides. We're going to market a pending or sold listing, ours or borrowed. And I've got a blowout tip. I got a massive blowout tip. I got the script. I got everything for you on how you are going to be a household name with pending and sold listings. We're going to skip expired on Thursday, and we're going to go for the iBuyer cash offer landing page. So we're going to schedule that out today as well for Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll look at down payment assistance and generating those leads. So every single week, we got to start with the listing because that's what gets the most views, the most clicks, the most leads, and the most phone numbers for your money. So this would be a listing that is for sale, yours or borrowed. It doesn't matter. You're going to generate a lot of leads, and typically between 10 to 30% of them are seller leads. So marketing a listing, if you don't have one, find one this weekend. Find one today that you can market, that you can borrow from an agent in your office to market. Because within 60 days, if you do this every week, you can get 300 to 600 people in your database. So you can start getting a database built up that actually starts producing business where you could literally start closing one a week, but you got to build up to that to begin with. In addition, there's always low-hanging fruit. All right. There's always low-hanging fruit, and there's low-hanging fruit where the lead comes in and they need to sell and buy. All right. They want to buy a place and they're going to sell their place, or vice versa. But there's constantly low-hanging fruit in this lead generation. But the thing is, it's a numbers game. So if you're generating like 1 or 2 leads a day, you're not getting to the critical mass that you need to get that kind of the numbers game to work in your favor. You want to be generating 5 to 10 leads a day if you can. And lastly, by marketing a listing every week, yours or borrowed, you will become a much better and a much more confident listing agent, so that when you're in a listing presentation or you're talking to a homeowner, you will have a lot more confidence in your ability to market their home if you actually market homes every week. How can you be a good listing agent if you sit there and you market a home once every 3 to 4 to 5 weeks? You're not. You're literally a part-time agent because you're not practicing one of the most important skills that you've got on behalf of the homeowner, right? There's a lot of great skills, but marketing the home is one of them. So let's get into listings to leads. And the nature of this call is I will go through the presentation for the section, and then we're literally going to get into listings to leads. Go to listingstoleads.com, log in. Everything we're doing here can be done with a free trial, but scroll down to active listings. If you do not have an active listing in your account yet, you can click add listing right here, or you can go to the listings page and add listing that way as well. But get a listing in your account to market for next week. Let's get the social media done for it. So I'm going to click it for my open house. Open houses are always the best. There's so many more great seller lead gen opportunities in particular, but also buyer when you're doing an open house, yours or borrowed. But if you can't find an open house, could be active, coming soon, just listed. I'm going to click Facebook and Instagram ad. And so whenever you're going to get to do this, just schedule it for Monday morning. So you can see I'm on the ads. It pre-filled the location. And in case you don't realize, this is the Facebook Ads Manager right here. We're going to launch a Facebook lead ad that's going to capture name, email, phone number, and purchase time frame. So I got a lifetime budget of $35. It's going to start on August 30th, which I'm going to change to September 2nd, 9:20 a.m. and create ad. And that's literally it. Here's the thing. I know some of you are going to get off this call and you're going to market an open house for this weekend. And that absolutely kills me. So you should be thinking about, and this is every single week, you should be thinking right now, what is your open house for next weekend, like 8 or 9 days from now? Like, otherwise you're missing so many opportunities to generate leads. It's actually sad. So let me just show you real quickly how this ad works in case you don't know. All of these ads that we're running today will work in the same way. So I'm not going to show all of them to you, That would be a waste of time, but I will show you this one here. So here's the open house ad. All right. People see the ad. It'll ask me, what's your time frame to buy? 1 to 3 months. I'm going to continue. There's your name, email, and phone number. Continue. And if you're in the beta for the AI text follow-up, within about 10 to 15 seconds, a text is going to hit your phone, and it'll probably hit in fact, yep, it just did. So I got a text message. Let me just read it to you real quickly here. Hi, Scott. This is Chris. Hi, Scott. This is Chris, the client care coordinator for LDL Realty Demo. It'll say your brokerage name and your name, obviously. You can pick the name. So the avatar name, you can select from like 10 or 15 different choices. Thank you for requesting information on 15 Ambient Way, Granite Bay, California. Would you like more information about this property, or are you just browsing? You can reply, remove, and then it goes from there. And like I said, I'm on probably 5 or 6 other agents' text follow-ups. This is better than all of them. So all the ads work just like that. Next up, social media post. And so again, that ad will go out on Monday morning at 9:21 a.m. I got the social media post. I'm going to click. Now, again, I can edit this. Just like the ad, I can edit the image. I can edit the video. I can change the image to a video. So you can always edit everything. Don't forget Google, your Google business page. If you don't have Google connected to Listings to Leads, get it connected, because I've talked to agents, Dustin Fox in particular, who saw a dramatic increase in the visits to his Google profile from connecting Listings to Leads to it. So I'm going to schedule here. You see it's for August 30th. I'll change that to August to September. Select Monday the 2nd. And I can change the time, 9 a.m., schedule. And now I got my open house post going out. Now, the next thing is the short form video script. And this is exactly like what I was talking about, that guy, Leo, 60-year-old real estate agent, been an agent for 15 to 20 years, right? Just going along, doing your business and all that kind of great stuff. Never really had much of a social media presence until he started getting into this with Listings to Leads. And now I can't say he's a star or celebrity or anything like that, but what I can say is he's getting a lot of engagement from social media. So here's a script. All you do, and I'll show you with this one, and then all the other ones work the same way. Click send that to your phone. What you get in the email on your phone will look exactly like this. These 2 buttons are for teleprompter apps. So if you don't have a teleprompter app on your phone and you want to use one, there's one for iOS. Here's one for Google. And then there's a blue button here. And this blue button is also in the email. It'll say how to use a teleprompter app. If you click it, it's literally me walking you through how to put the script into the app and how to record. So there's no excuse. It's just drop dead easy. And the script right here is the part in gray. And again, I'll role play this one. I will not be role playing all of them because they'll work again very similar. But it's, hey, everyone in Granite Bay, Scott Pierce here at LDL Realty. And I want to let you know that 15 Ambient Way in Granite Bay is having an open house this August 31st from 1 to 4 p.m. You can get all the photos and details and more by texting 10006 to 25678. Beautiful home, lots of great natural light, corner lot, private backyard, updated kitchen, absolutely fabulous. Now, if you're a Granite Bay homeowner, when this home is sold, you're going to want to know what your new home value estimate is going to be, because all the home values are going to change. Just go to california.freehomevalues.net to get your updated home value estimate now. I think you're going to wait. This is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads. Talk to you soon. Something like that. Make sense? Super easy. You do not even have to be in the video. You could, if you wanted to, maybe just record where you're out in front of the property and just record the property and kind of as you're walking around. That's fine. It'd be better if you are in it, but get the video out. Again, don't overthink it. Don't stress about it, because you will get better as you do it. But if you're not going to do it, you'll literally never get better. Makes sense. So we got the ad, we got the post all scheduled. We got the video script, and we can record that at any time and then just publish it on Monday. So we can record that script today and record it and publish it Monday. And the last thing here is for you listing agents. And this would be true for any of your listings, because this is absolutely free. Click share on seller social media, click the green send a seller button, drop in the seller's email and salutation like this, and click send. And that will send the seller this post that is absolutely awesome. So whether it's coming soon, just listed, active, even pending or sold, which we'll talk about, they put it on their Facebook page, and all their friends, all their family, colleagues, everybody, they start clicking all the great lead capture, all the great engagement opportunities. There's nobody in the industry that has a single property website as good as us. If there is, I'd love to see it, but I have never seen anything close. When you can get people to the single property websites for your listing using listings to leads, your opportunity for engagement is so much better. All right. So for you listing agents, this is a bonus tool. So get that to your seller, because it is a great way to generate some more free leads. Any questions on marketing an active listing on the ad, the post, the video? And so to my point a little earlier, that is the one ad I would literally do every single week, right? Every single week, I would run an ad for a paid ad for a for sale listing, because again, that's going to get the most people into my database. Some of those people are going to be sellers. And with some of the other tools that we have in there, it's really just like the best core marketing. Now, my recommended minimum would be to do that ad plus this ad right here for a pending or sold listing every single week, because this is why people hire you, right? They hire you to get their home sold. And so we want to be talking about what? We want to be talking about homes getting sold. So this is really the best way to engage home sellers with information that they can't get elsewhere. All right. Again, yours or borrowed pending and sold listings every single week where you can, in particular, obviously with your listings, but I'm going to share something very, very cool on a borrowed listing, but always try to tell a story. How did you save the deal? Was there something interesting that was quote unquote funny, or that you can make funny or interesting? Because stories are what gets people hooked into you. And if they start reading your story, the likelihood of them engaging and connecting with you is dramatically increased. You don't need to be Steinbeck. You don't need to be Dean Koontz. Just even 3 or 4 sentences, even 2 to 3 sentences would be great. Right? Got, or one, and I'll show you a great idea on this a little bit later. Marketing the pending and sold, best engagement from homeowners looking to sell soon. Best cost per quality seller lead. It really is. I mean, for the last 10 years that we've been doing social media, pending and sold is really where, like I said, I would market the listing. That's the core, because again, I want, among everything else, I want, when I'm in a listing presentation, I am like just knocking it out of the park on the marketing stuff. And if I'm only marketing like once every 4 weeks, how the hell am I going to have any confidence when I'm talking to a homeowner, especially if they're talking to a top agent that obviously is marketing every week? But the next thing is the pending and sold. And here's my tip to you, and we're going to walk through this a little bit. Every single pending or sold listing in your area, I would do at least the video, and I would also do a post. Because can you imagine when you are talking to a homeowner, and think 30 days out from now, think it's end of September, early October, you're talking to a homeowner and you just happen to drop that, I did a video on that property that sold, and oh yeah, that listing went pending, I remember, and I did a video on that. That was great. And people are going to start just like seeing you every single place they look at. And you're just talking about pendings and solds, right? In these videos and in these posts. that your reputation is going to absolutely blow up, and just the credibility that you get in your area, even though they're not your solds, even though they're not your pendings, you are the one marketing them. Real quickly here, this symbol right there, that means I'm the showing agent, i.e. it's a borrowed listing. There's another one. And then I got my own solds and I got my own pending. But let's walk through a listing that I borrowed first. And then I'm going to show you how to add it to your account. So here's the Facebook ad for a pending listing that's not mine. I went out and I quote unquote borrowed it. And again, I'm going to walk you through how to do that in a minute. And so here's what the ad's going to look like. Another home on Main Street, San Francisco, California is now pending and expected to close soon, right? Listing agent, Vince Meza, and it would say his company name if I had added it. Here's the image. And you know what? That image, I went to Grok and I figured, all these AIs, they got access to Google, right? They got access to Google Maps. And so I said, are you familiar with home styles on Tomlinson Drive in Folsom, California? And I said, yes. And they gave me this whole big write-up, right, on home styles on literally on that street. And then I said, great, give me an image of that. And it dropped this image up. And that image actually is fine. I could use that image. And here's the thing. I don't want to use the image of the actual property that I'm talking about. And I'm not going to use the street number. So does that make sense for everybody? So I literally, you can maybe use Chat GPT as well and prime it for that area, because they think about it, they got access to Google Maps. These streets, these homes haven't changed in the last couple of years. So even Chat GPT, which is 2 years back or whatever it is, still knows what your area looks like from Google Street View, right? So anyways, something to think about. That's going to be my ad. So it's going to location, lifetime budget again. Now this is $50, start and end date. So I'm going to start it for next Tuesday. So August, September 3rd, 9:30 a.m. is just fine. And I'm going to change that to the 9th, 3rd to the 9th. And again, this could be a video. I can change the image to something else. And lastly, before we publish this thing, if you've got custom audiences, you can use retargeting. Now, try it, see what you think. And then because what happens sometimes is the custom audiences can almost throttle your ad distribution, especially in the beginning when it's sitting there and it's trying to put it to those people only before it starts branching out into like similar types of people. Sometimes this custom audience is great and you should do it. But then I think sometimes for pending and sold, it's also great to just run it to the kind of general audience, like your standard audience, and not use retargeting. But I put that there because for some of you, your retargeting audience is amazing. And so use it. It's perfect. For some of you, if your custom audiences are not hitting on all cylinders, then don't worry about it. Don't force it. You'll be just fine running it to the general audience, especially on the pending and sold. So we got the ad. We're going to do the post. Again, I can edit everything. I can edit the text. I can edit the image. I'm going to schedule September 3rd, 12 p.m. That's fine. Schedule. Perfect. Now, let me walk you through real quickly how to add a pending listing that's not yours. If the pending or sold listing is yours, you should be good to go, right? It's in your account. Get it into your account. Let our support team know if you need help, and just do the ad, do the post, do the video, and do the seller social media post as well, if it's your listing. But if you don't have a pending listing, you're in a sense, maybe you're stuck. So here's what you do. Click add listing. So right down here, everybody see that add listing? There's a little white button. And then you'll land on this page here and go pending or in contract, under deposit, whatever it is that you do. And I'll say under and Folsom. You don't need to overcomplicate it. 123 4 Main Street, Folsom, CA 957 that one. Neighborhood Farm, Silverwood, right? That's the farm area. 895, right? And I might do the bedroom and bathroom. No, listen, I know people go, I don't want to do this. I get it. But you are creating a piece of content right here that is going to have legs and it will engage people. It will engage people. So, when a lot of times people are thinking of, what's a great piece of content I can come up with for social media? This right here is a phenomenal piece of content. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to that in a minute because I got something that you can just literally copy and paste that you could use yourself. Upload images. So this is where, let me just show you. I got something else really cool to show you. So here are more AI images that I did. And again, this was all off that same prompt of list street, list neighborhood, right? A weird image. If that was on a landing page, right, with things behind it or like stuff over it, that would actually work fine. That's a phenomenal picture right there. Look at that. Is so beautiful. That's a great picture. That would work well, right? Because in California, we're at the base of the Sierra Nevada mountains. That's a little dramatic for the Sierra Nevadas, but not by much, right? That's a really appropriate, that's a great picture right there. Do you guys, is this cool or what? So again, if you don't want to run out and go grab, a picture of that area. And again, when I'm going to, again, quote unquote, borrow a pending or sold listing, I'm not going to use the street number. Oh, in fact, hold on 1 second. Close. I apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's do this again to add a pending or a sold listing that you're going to quote unquote borrow. Again, under contract, I apologize. In contract in Folsom. And here's the thing when you're going to borrow this, do not put the street number, another home on. So use another home on instead of the street number, another home on Maple Drive. Folsom, CA 94131, Silverwood 895, save and add photos, upload images. And so my point here was I'm just not going to use an image of the house. I'm not going to use the street number. I'm not going to use the home's image. And you know what? I think this could actually generate more leads than actually using a specific home because people are going to go, oh, I wonder which home it was, right? So when they see your ad on a quote unquote borrowed or pending listing, they're going to be like, what house was it that went pending? What house was it that did sell? Sherry, I use Grok, which is part of X, but I think you could also just go ahead and use Chat GPT or any of those Mid-Journey if you wanted to. Lead links, don't worry about this. And the other thing I totally forgot to do is I forgot to put, I'm the showing agent, right? I'm the showing marketing agent. That way I can I'll put L2L Realty. Go ahead and save that. Perfect. And now I've got a Facebook ad and I didn't have to leave my office, right? You could create 4 or 5 images. That's what I did. And I could just rotate those images every single week. That is not a real image. That is a totally AI image, but everyone that lives in Folsom is going to see that and they're going to think that's an area that they just don't know, right? They're like, all right, that looks familiar. That looks like it's our area. And it looks like it could be over there by that park because it's got the way the street is right there. There's a park and there's some homes that look very similar. Everyone get my point? Every single week. And again, Ken, I was using Grok, which is part of X, which is actually, I think, Fusion 1. So Fusion 1, I think is open source. I've never gone to their website, but again, I think ChatGPT does images. The thing about ChatGPT, they're a little cartoony. I think Grok is much more photorealistic in my mind. But this ad, oh my gosh, what a great ad. Location, lifetime budget, $50. Start, end date. Let's get that. Good to go. So September 3rd. Now here's the deal. You don't have enough money probably to run an ad for every pending or sold listing. And that is totally fine. You don't need to run an ad for every pending or sold listing. But what you can do is do a post and a quick video on every single pending or sold listing because it's free. And people are not going to get tired of you letting them know that another property just went into contract or sold in their area because nobody else really is, right? It's not like there's a lot of agents out there doing that. So if you started doing it, you would get a lot of the eyeballs, a lot of the engagement from doing it. Make sense? No, GROK, GROK. And like I said, go in there and just go, are you familiar with X and X street in X and X town? And then it'll come back and it'll be like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. If it doesn't know you that, maybe try another one, right? Maybe I just got lucky and it just happened to know the first thing I put in there. But it, like I said, but it found it easy. Okay, that's great. And then here's a funny thing. Prompting AI is like dealing with a drunk. So I'm like, and then it's going to do it, but it's going to be something completely like, there might be something ridiculous or that is just, yeah. But you might have to give it 3 or 4 prompts to funnel it into what you're thinking of. And that's totally fine. You're not stupid. The AI is not stupid. It's just working through to get that image the way you want it. So anyways, yeah. Sylvia, I apologize. How do you change the seller's post to something? How do you change the seller's post to something other than open? I didn't really get the question. I'm sorry. Are you asking how to edit? So for the seller, I'll get back to that in a minute, but let's just end this real quickly. So every week, add for at least one pending or sold, do a post for at least one, but I'm going to challenge you to do it for every pending and sold that comes through your area. And then I'm going to challenge you to do a video for every single pending and sold that comes through your area. Oh, what happened there? Short form video script. And you can see the video script right here. It's going to use, and it's awesome. Here's a video script on a pending listing in my farm that's not mine, right? Hey, everyone in Folsom, I want to let you know that another home on Maple Drive in Folsom is now in contract. You can get the photos and details by texting 1-833-710 to 25678. Makes sense? Go through the rest of the script. When this home closes escrow, you're going to want to know your new home value. Go to California. Every single pending, every single sold, you are going to start to get so much great eyeballs. Now, one more thing, and I feel like I'm on the verge of overcomplicating things, but hopefully I'm not. Let me come back into this listing. I want to look at something real quickly, and I'm going to put this link, if this was the right one. Yes, here we go. Perfect. I'm going to put this link into the GoToWebinar control panel. When they click any of these ads, they're directed to the single property website. In the funnel of the ad, they click the ad, the Facebook lead form comes up, name, email, phone number, and purchase or selling timeframe. And then they get taken to the single property website. Why am I sending you this link right here? I want you to read later the property description and notice how I write a little bit. The list price was $865. Sold price will be updated here. So be sure to follow for updates. This is a beautiful home with lots of great light, built 1976. Been updated throughout. I toured the home and it's just 2 quick lines. Oh, let me go to the edit for this. Otherwise I got my lead form set to required. Here we go. Here's the property description. So that's 2 lines. And then I give a quick a home nearby sold in July for $765. There are currently 2 available. So I'm giving a little bit of value to people when they get to my single property website. And then I go, thinking about selling your home, or 100-point home marketing plan for getting Folsom homes sold. So do you see how, I think about like in the old days and think about nowadays, right? YouTube videos start off in a small channel. And they're just videos of some person talking and they go through, they do the video. Within 6 months to a year, they start reading ads, right? Because they've got the audience and now they're reading ads to you. And maybe you skip over the ad in the video or the podcast, or maybe you don't. This is the same thing. So as we are producing content and as we are getting content out there along different verticals like pending and sold and listings, we can start adding in more our commercial. Does that make sense for everybody? So a little later, click on that link now, but later on, I want you to take a look at that property description and you can copy and use it, edit it as you want. But I would put that for every pending and sold listing in my account, because it's going to pull people, it's going to pull more people, give them an avenue, give them a route to work with you. Let's go back to the presentation. I feel like I got sidetracked a little bit too long, maybe on the pending and sold, but that could be such a boon to your business that I do want to make sure that I hit it pretty hard for you. Wednesday, we're going to do the iBuyer Fast Cash landing page. So this is a great thing. Now, if you got custom audiences, like a database audience, a GeoFarm custom audience on Facebook, you could retarget for $1 or $2 a day. You can add it to your link in bio, which I did. These are definitely fewer leads, but faster converting. And if you're into doing Google, you can do Google, works very well, but you're going to spend at least $20 a day. So learn the free things first. Don't go into Google unless you got an extra $1,000 laying around, because Google's expensive. It's $20 a day minimum. So on the dashboard here, I'm going to scroll down. We see seller landing pages. iBuyer will be right here. So everyone's got this in your account automatically. Just click marketing tools and let's just schedule that ad. Now, if you got extra ad budget, do this ad. If not, just do the listing for sale, the listing pending sold. Those would be the two ads I really want you to make sure that you do every single week. If you have extra budget, you can do this ad. So Facebook lead ad, I can either do location or I can retarget. But either way, it'll be a 15-mile radius, right? Real estate, lifetime budget, $50, start end date. So I'm going to start it next Thursday. So September 4th. Again, I can change the video, I can change the image, all that great stuff. If I'm going to do my custom audience, I can do that here. And here's the beautiful thing about a custom audience. I can change, check this out, lifetime daily, and I can spend $1 a day to put this ad in front of everybody that's in my database and everybody that's in my homeowner GeoFarm, right? I went to My Plus Leads. I got a list of homeowners in the area. And between that list and my database list, for $1 a day, I'm going to get this ad in front of them, right? Starting next Thursday and ending, oh, I forgot to do that one. Perfect. So Thursday to Thursday or Wednesday to Wednesday, create ad. Now, if you don't have budget for that, just do the post. And I see I don't have a video script. Is a week a typical ad run? Yeah, it is. Google ad. And so again, totally optional. Do not do Google if you don't have the budget for it. Google should be, in my mind at least, the last thing that you do because it is the most expensive. And with all the other great ways to generate free and paid leads and listings to lead, leverage that first and then get into Google. But I tell you, man, if you like Google, check out how easy this is. We've had really good feedback on Google. Just type in the location. Look at that daily budget. We default to $50 because that's really a lot of areas you need it. 30, whatever. It's going to go for a week. Publish. The great thing about our platform, if you're into doing Google ads, look at this. All the advanced options down here, keywords, the headlines, we got them all filled out for the descriptions, the site links, goodness. Yeah, that's a very powerful platform. And we've gotten some really good feedback from people on it. The PDF guides are very popular, which I'll talk about a little bit later. The next thing here is a social media post. Again, it's all editable, right? I can edit the text, edit the post, edit where it's going to go to. Again, don't forget Google, schedule post, September. And see, it's good to do it all together, isn't it? I think it's actually really good to just schedule all this stuff out. That way I know what my budget's going to be next week. I know what's going to go out next week. And we haven't even gotten to Fascinate. So I need to move this along a little bit. So I don't have a video script, short form video script for this. I'll get one. I'll try to put one in the mastermind group. But hey, if you want to go knock one out before I do that, just take the text from this ad and convert it into what you think would work for a video script and get it out the door. Easy, easy. Down payment assistance. Again, you don't need to do an ad. You don't even need to necessarily be wanting to work with buyers, but it's always good to have buyers coming in, right? Especially if you're in a listing presentation. Imagine being able to tell that seller that you've got a database of over 500 buyer leads looking to buy in the area, right? Imagine when you add a listing to your account where you're going to go on a listing presentation, it actually creates an email for you. And I can show you a little bit later, but it creates an email that you can send to your database, letting them know that you're going on a listing presentation in the area with a homeowner that may be thinking about selling. And possibly we could talk about doing a off-market sale and fully editable email, but it creates this email for you automatically to share with your database. So imagine you want buyer leads because, hey, and if you can double end in your area, even better, or at least refer out the buyer and make at least a referral fee. So down payment assistance, right? Motivated buyers, more first-time home buyers. You might even talk to your lender about doing co-marketing on this one, right? Maybe you run the ads and then you can actually set it up so that buyer leads go to your lender. Down payment assistance, marketing tools. So I'm not going to spend any money on this one personally. Again, I do not want you to extend yourself financially. That's why I say the $35 ad is like your critical. You got to spend some money. I really would prefer you to spend $85 a week minimum so that you get the pending, sold, and the for sale ads out there. And then the rest of these are just as you got budget, but don't feel compelled to have to keep spending money all the time. So the down payment assistance, because it's not a listing, we don't know the location. So just type in location. Again, all the text is editable. The image is editable. That could be a video, right? That could be a video of me here, and I'll show you. It's actually really easy. Change image and video. Imagine you use that short form video script and you record a great video, and maybe you're even with your lender. Sometimes you can overcomplicate it. You come out with this big, massive idea. You spend hours and hours working on it, and then you get nothing out of it. So it's better to keep things simple, especially in the beginning, so that you can get a baseline. You can see how does it work, and what are my results at the very basic level, and then you can work from there. But just to show you, and 4 renovated homes for sale sold in September 2014 versus 2 in August. So that's not a down payment assistance script, obviously, but just to show you. And that'll be my Thursday ad if I've got the budget for it. If I don't, I'm just going to do the post and the video, right? There's free and paid ways to generate leads with everything. So 9.5 to 9.12. Easy. There's no retargeting here. There's none of that stuff. It's just a $35 ad for 1 week. And again, maybe I can get my lender to pay some of that. And then I can make sure all the leads go to my lender, because I'd rather have my lender deal with it anyways. Google ads. All right. There's a Google ad that you can do. Your social media post. Again, I'm going to schedule the post for September 5th, 9:55 a.m. Absolutely perfect. That's done. And then the last thing is my short form video script. Now, click send it to yourself. When you record the video for either the listing for sale, yours or borrowed, or the pending sold listing, yours or borrowed, record this right here, record that right after. So and again, that's why if we do this all together and you can get a feel for your week, you can get everything lined up for next week, you can start managing and you can start saving time and actually get a lot more done, because you're going to have all 5 videos. Actually, you're going to have 8 videos, but you're going to have them all today. And so in the next 3 to 4 days, you can start mapping it out, getting it all ready and knock it out and actually start growing your business. So yeah, get that video to your phone, get it into the teleprompter app and record that video when you record one of the other ones. We got a little bit more time, so hopefully you can all stay with me because it's really the next stuff is really more my favorite. Next one here, PDF guides. I'm going to be super quick on this one. Every week we alternate between a seller guide and a buyer guide. There's 80 plus total. I would only use paid ads on this after I built up my database. If you don't have much of a database, don't use the paid ads, but the guys are phenomenal. They are absolutely phenomenal to educate home buyers and home sellers on the buying and selling process. Great for engaging your audience. And if I go back into my account, into the dashboard, right, just at the Listings to Leads dashboard, keep scrolling down. Now I'm at PDF guides. This is the guide for next week, like marketing tools. So what we do is every week it's either a buyer guide or seller guide. So we rotate between the two. And then between the buyer guides and the seller guides, we've got like 8 to 10 each. So like 16 to 20 of the top guides in the system at that time that we rotate so that you've always got some really powerful, great content here. So again, that's the PDF guide for next week. If I've got the budget, I will run the ad. If I don't, I'll skip this. So lifetime budget, 35, start on next Friday, the 6th. It's going to go to the 13th. Boom. I can edit the text. I can edit the image. Again, this will be a Facebook lead ad, just like all of them. He's going to ask me, what is my time frame to buy a property? What's your time frame to buy a home or something? And then name him a phone number. Good to go. So that ad will go out next Friday. The social media post, let's go ahead and schedule that real quick. As you saw, we do have the Google ad. So again, I can edit anything here. Let's get it scheduled. September 6th, 9:59 a.m. Absolutely perfect. Boom. And don't forget all of these, every single day that we've done a social media, there's tools for your database. So join us on Tuesday for the database call. And there's tools for your farm. So join us on the Geo Farm call on Wednesday. But in the meantime, here's your short form video script for that PDF guide. Always, oh my gosh, always do the videos for the PDF guides. These are some of the best. I know people who, think we got 80 different guides in your system. You could do one video a day and rotate every 90 days. So you get my point. Nobody in 3.5 months from now is going to remember what video you did today. Absolutely not. So I know people that do that. Holy crap. Talk about content. If you did a pending or sold, all the ones in your farm, that's probably going to be one every day or two. And you, like I said, if you're literally sitting there going, why do I have no business? Why does nobody know me? Why does nobody call me? Why am I getting nothing? Because you're not doing anything. So you could use these scripts right here. Every PDF guide has one. You can do one video a day. Within 30 to 60 days, you're going to have so much engagement, but again, you have to do it. So there you go. Short form video script for the PDF guide. We got the ad, we got the post, we got the script. Again, there's a Google ad if you so desire. Link in bio. If you click the social content tab in your account, there is a tool called Link in Bio. It's awesome. Put it on Instagram, put it anywhere appropriate. It's completely customizable, fully branded, custom links, all your listings, PDF guides are in it, your 100% home marketing plan. It's an awesome tool. So make sure that you use it. Now, please stay with me. I realize we're almost running up against the clock, but this is my favorite part of the whole thing. In Listings to Leads, if you go to the social content tab where that link in bio tool is, we've got 40 different content categories to auto post to social media. It's actually better than most of these similar types of services. But what I really want to talk about is combining the day. It's called National Day of, right? The National Hot Dog Day, National Cheese Pizza Day, right? Those kind of things with local reviews of local businesses to absolutely turbocharge your engagement on social media, your audience. So next Wednesday on September 4th, this is so much, right? This right here is like what you pay coaches to help you with. So please pay attention, give me feedback, let me know if there's somewhere I'm not clear as I explain this to you. Find the best place in your local area for dessert, because on Wednesday it's eat an extra dessert day. No, I'm not going to eat an extra dessert, but what I want you to do, and you're not going to eat an extra dessert either, but I want you to go to Yelp if you need to, look up dessert, find some places, look at their Instagram profiles. And I found one called Bad Bakers. On between now and then, let's get into the account because it'll make a lot more sense. So here we go, social content. It's August. I'm going to use the thing to move over to September. September 4th, eat an extra dessert. On this page, view script. And here's my script for eat an extra dessert day. Now, let me get back into this. I want to show you this part. What you're going to do is I'm going to roll through the script that you're going to do at that ice cream place so that so pay attention. We're recording this. You can watch it later. I'll actually take this and I'll put it in the mastermind group. But imagine, in fact, next week is also National Cheeseburger Day. So pay attention to this one because National Cheeseburger Day is, I think, Thursday or Friday. So I'm at the place. I'm the agent. It's National Cheeseburger Day. I'm at a local cheeseburger place. Hey, everyone, it's National Cheeseburger Day. And if you've had a cheeseburger at Moo Moo's Burger Barn, you guys are missing out. The cheeseburgers are amazing, especially if you get the jalapenos on them. Absolutely on fire. So good. Anyways, tag your favorite cheeseburger place below and let's find out who really has the best cheeseburgers in Folsom. And let me know how you like your cheeseburgers. I'm sure not everybody likes jalapenos on theirs, but I want to know what you like on yours. Hey, make sure you guys have yourself a happy National Cheeseburger Day. Talk to you soon. You get that? That script? Is that easy? Does that make sense? Let me bring up the question box here real quick. I'm going to drop this script into the mastermind group a little bit later. Dang it. I keep closing the question box. I apologize. If you give me 5 more minutes, we will be done. There we go. So now let's get back into listings to leads. So here's a straight up script for that day, but take the script because here's the deal. You're going to record the video at Moo Moo's Burger Barn. You're going to be eating a cheeseburger. In fact, where's National Cheeseburger Day? I know it's on here somewhere. It's on the 18th. Okay. But you're going to tag the place in the post. You're going to use the location function in the post to add location. And then you're also going to hashtag them. But here's the deal. Here's why this is so powerful. When you do a video at Moo Moo's Burger Barn and you post it and you're just going on about how great it is, you're full of energy, what do you think is going to happen when all the other people that like Moo Moo's Burger Barn, right? And Bad Baker had 30,000 people on their profile. When these people that like these places start seeing your videos, what are they going to think? What they're going to think is this person has good taste. I wonder what other things they have good taste about. And then when they see you doing a video for Cheese Pizza Day, so here's National Cheese Pizza Day, find a place in your local area that's got great cheese pizza, preferably local owners, right? Now, I guess it could be a franchise. We like local, right? And if it's going to be a franchise, make it a local owner that lives in the community, because as you get better at doing this, as you get more confidence, as your audience builds, as your engagement builds, which will only happen if you do this for 30 to 60 days, you will actually be able to start getting interviews with these owners, with these managers. You will be able to start building relationships with more of these people because they will start looking at you as an asset to their business, because every so often you pop in and do a video that 500 to 800 people see because you stayed consistent with it over time to be able to get to that result. But it never happens if you don't ever do it. Make sense? Let's get back into the presentation real quick and I'll show you for next week. I have got Bad Bakers on Wednesday for Eat Extra Dessert Day. I have got, it's called Stallone's Pizza. They've got 1,400 followers on Instagram. And then on Saturday, I've got Dominic's Restaurant and Deli for Salami Day. So there are 3 days next week where you have got phenomenal opportunities to leverage the social media audiences of local businesses, of respected businesses in areas to create content that's going to connect you with your audience. These are 3 phenomenal days. Dessert. I know there's a great dessert place near where all of you live. Cheese Pizza Day. It doesn't get much easier than that. By the way, National Pepperoni Pizza Day is later in the month. And then Salami Day on Saturday. I'm sure hopefully there's an Italian deli. If not, even like Rayleigh's or Safeway sometimes now has like the fancier dried meats from Italy. Make it work, figure it out. If you're in such a rural area where you don't have anything, maybe you do something on salamis from a local website or something like that. You know what I mean? So anyways, I've got confidence that all of you can make this work. So again, there's the script. I'll put that in the mastermind group later. Local reviews. All right, let's bring this all up. Oh, there we go. This is another script I really want you to use. Imagine there's a new cafe. Imagine there's a new restaurant. Imagine there's a great trail. Imagine there is a dentist that you take your kids to. This script will work everywhere. And you do the same thing that we just talked about a minute ago, where you talk about a place, you tag the place, you hashtag the place, and you location the place. So in the post, you add location, you put that place in there. Again, this is going to get people to identify with us, to find commonality with us, to build that bridge, to let people start interacting and engaging with us. So that way, when we start talking about our pending listing, that's not even ours, but that we're talking about, because they're gonna listen to that. Because they're gonna go, I like when Carrie talked about that pizza place. I like when Carrie talked about that dessert place. I liked when Carrie talked about that trail that was really cool. I heard about it, but I never knew how cool it was until Carrie talked about it. This is the script right here. It's so easy. It's like literally 45 seconds max, right? Hey everyone, Scott Pierce here over at the, wait, give me a second. What's the name of that? Oh, yeah. Hey everyone, Scott here, Stevens Trail over in El Dorado County, just a little bit north of Auburn. And if you like great hikes, they're not way so far away, like up in Tahoe, that's 3 hours plus. I would definitely come over here. So it's a little bit past Colfax, about 5 minutes. So about a 25-minute drive from Sacramento. And it is a great 4-mile loop with a little bit of elevation, crosses a waterfall, absolutely beautiful, but it's awesome. But I'd love to have you comment below on where you love to go for your hikes and what kind of trails that you like. So put that below because I want to hear what you're doing. And if you've been to Stevens Trail, let me know what you think and what you like most about it. Until next time, y'all, talk to you later. Right? A video like that. And maybe the first time you do it, you do as bad a job as I just did. But you know what? You'll do better the second video. And then the third video will be better in the fourth and the fifth. So this here also, and this is actually in the system. I'll show you where it is here in a little bit. And let's just wrap it up here. Last two slides. You are your best social media asset. You may not realize it, and you may be a little rough on the edges at this point, but you will get better and you will get polished up and you're going to be brilliant. So try to work up to where you can post daily. I've given you so many great ideas, right? And here's the thing. William was wrong. All the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. I want you to substitute the word merely, right, with amazing. You are not merely a player. You are the player. So I want you to get that in your mind, right? Don't be so pessimistic. They're like Shakespeare, right? You know what that guy was, right? What his problem was, but you have agency. You've got energy, right? You got capability. So you're not merely a player, you are the player. So pay attention to everything. So as you're doing all that, pay attention, right? Look at the comments. Don't let some idiot post a stupid comment and then you let it sit there for 3 weeks, right? That always just kills me when I see, especially vendors, right? Or just people in general, and you get these like spam comments and it makes everything look bad. This is not a full-time job, but just as you're going through your stuff, if you see a weird comment, don't worry about deleting it. Or if you see something you need to respond to, make sure you do it, right? The more you can engage, the more algorithm love you're going to get. I would think about friending everyone that likes your stuff, right? Use your judgment, be appropriate and all that stuff. But actually lately, I feel like I've been getting a few more spam lately, right? More of those kind of people wanting to add me as a friend. And I look at their profile and I can see they're complete spam. I would not friend those people. Try to work up to 2 ads a week. Like I said, I really want you, again, don't go poor, don't go broke, feed your kids, but $85 a week for paid ads, and then lean into, I gave you so many ideas between the pending sold, the National Day of Local Review, and the local review. All of that is free, and you can just go to town on that. All right. And get in the private Facebook mastermind group and let support know if you need help. All right. Are we good? Everybody good to go? I apologize for going long. I hope I hope my presentation style on this is okay. I would love your feedback though, if you feel like I could do better in any way. So would love to hear that. And I want you to make sure that you get onto here. Let me give you the YouTube link, because all the videos, and please subscribe to videos and comment. Would love comments. And again, make sure you do the AI. If you want to get an AI beta, I would actually do that as well. Was a teleprompter a paid app? I believe there's like a free version and a paid version, standard for that kind of stuff. But let me go real quickly here. I think it might be like 11 or 12 bucks for like total, like that, just 11 or 12 bucks, not a month, and short form video script. So if I go to the app store there, oh, it doesn't say offers an app. Yeah, I think it's 11 or 12 bucks. There's a lot of, for everybody in this call, do not go downloading CapCut or whatever and spend the next 3 weeks perfecting your backgrounds and your transitions and not get anything done. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to, if that's what you do, you're the type of person, because I'm the type of person, when I don't check myself, and it just never gets done. And the person who just goes, you know what? I don't need to be bang out fancy. I just need to get this done. And the one that gets it done every day for the next 3 to 4 weeks is the one that's going to be looking here in mid-October going, holy cow, can't believe my confidence, my presentation, my professionalism, my engagement, right? All of that stuff, right? You can just do it. You could just look at the script, get a feel for it, record it without a teleprompter app, and do that every day. And in 45 days, just have a dramatic increase in your business. You don't need any of these tools. What you need is the content and getting it done. That's what you need. So don't let some of these times, these coaches, and we're going to do all this stuff. Hey, that's great when you actually have demonstrated the discipline and the commitment to actually do it. If you're not, it's great to come up with all these great ideas and build it out into the Tower of Babylon or something. But then so often what happens is during the building process, we just get on to something else. So just get it done. Everybody, listen, thank you so much for joining us. It looks like there are no more questions. Please go to the Facebook mastermind group, get in there. Let me know how you think I'm doing on these calls. Because what I'm thinking about doing is every Monday, I'll do the social media mastery call. On Tuesdays, we'll do the database call. And then Wednesday, do the GeoFarm circle prospecting call. But yeah, get in here, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks, everybody.